Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It is that day of the week. We call it Thursday. Kind of chilly out there. Wesley's in the bedroom, keeping warm with the electric heat. So let's clarify. One misunderstanding: there is no gas leak in the building. There was a leaking sink upstairs. We talked to Jimmy yesterday about it, and he's looking into it now and finding out if it's was somebody got too much water and it spilled or whatever. He doesn't know yet. So, let's take a look at what is the temperature right now, and what's the weather trend for the next week. Right now, it's 13 degrees Celsius. Expected high today is 18. Friday is going to be the coldest, when it'll be 90% chance of rain. 14 is a high. Not very warm at all. But it looks like next week's extended forecast has changed a little bit, but still hospitable. In this about 70 degrees or 21 degrees Celsius. So that's good. So you guys are not going to be freezing. So I think some of you will be happy to know that. I'll be warming up a little bit, guys. All right. So, anyway, so that kind of day of the week is going to be warm, cool, not warm, but we'll just go put the pin up there. Let's get the panel open. I uploaded the video. I talked about the RuneScape video clip I did. I put that up at the end of the World of Warcraft one last night, so you can see it. And there are a couple things I want to change in the settings for the future for the videos, because we can easily do higher resolution now within certain limitations. We can easily go 1080p because T-Mobile has seriously increased the speed enough that it is not feasible to do it. But, except for the fact is that we still only have 100 gigabytes for the month on T-Mobile. So, to do 1080p means that we're not going to get a lot of shows in, that's for sure. But at least we can do videos now in 1080p, and that's a cool thing. So, yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, we don't know when Frontier is going to actually be able to install the demarcation units in this MDU, this multi-dwelling unit, for all the tenants to have fiber. It's kind of up to the landlord to agree to them to come in and do the works, since the cables run through the basement of the building. So we'll have to see what happens. No, and Jimmy's gonna go, what is fiber? I have no idea what fiber is. I don't know what it is. I'm regular. But like let me say, if you do get that, since you're on the special program for internet for $50 a month, you're probably going to end up kind of be forced off the program because that's not basic internet. So we'll have to see what happens with that, guys. But at least we do know that we can stream, we can do 1080p if we really want to. But I don't really think it's a big deal either way, considering the fact that most people, this show is more listening than watching anyway. I mean, how many more of my wrinkles on my face do you really need to see? Hello, how you doing? Let's get the panel open here today. We had a great show yesterday. I'm really happy with the way it went yesterday. I was much better. I was happy that everybody was, it went well. I'm just very happy with that. Give yourself a pat on the back, guys, because I'm serious. We did a great job yesterday, and I appreciate it. So let's see if we can get the panel open today. It's open now, the standard panel. For those who have the links, PKR, you can come up. Let's keep going like we did yesterday. That was good. So what's next? What's next? I wish YouTube would stop trying to push me to run ads in my live streams. It really doesn't make any sense to. For some reason, YouTube likes me to run ads in my live streams, and I'm not going to do it because it's just not worth the aggravation, and disrupts the program and disrupts you and makes everybody unhappy, and then I have to deal with people getting behind and everything. So sorry, YouTube, but the answer is no. Now, in the video replays, I don't mind that because then everybody gets caught up at the same time. So let's keep that going. Yeah, let's keep that going. Absolutely. Come on, just give me an applause. All right. All right. Yeah. All right. So just don't really understand why everyone wants to run ads in the live stream when they're all different lengths. We don't know how long the ads are going to run for. We don't know if we'd have time to take a restroom break or anything. And frankly, that would kind of suck. It's true. Okay. So, I mean, I think it's great that we had. Maybe they didn't have as many as we did a couple days ago on the show, but we did pretty good yesterday, guys. We achieved what I wanted to achieve. We mended some fences, at least during the show. But just a reminder, guys, under my panels, if you're on my panels, I really have a hard time sometimes with multiple people talking at one time, and so that's the reason why it's so important to try to allow each person to talk so I can have a perfectly good idea what's going on. And I really appreciated yesterday that everybody did respectfully understand that.
Oh, yeah!
Absolutely. Now, we're going to get some more WoW in. I had to delete some of my alts because I had so many of them. I was getting buried under alts. And people wonder which characters I like playing the best. I like playing Priest, Disciplined Priest. Holy's okay. Disciplined Priest is really the best because you got the best of Shadow, the best of Holy, and you can make damage. You can also heal and resurrect people, which is nice. I don't really like being strictly Shadow Priest because that's like, to me, that's not a priest. To me, that's a devil. That's no kidding. That's a devil, honey. You don't want to be a Shadow Priest. Especially with Mind Flaying, when you actually sit there and you're basically turning everybody into Joe Biden, isn't exactly my idea of fun. So Ricky wanted me to discuss the somewhat dead version of the internet. Let me explain this. The World Wide Web, which runs a lot of the social media outfits that we run, is only the frosting on the internet itself. The infrastructure of the internet, a lot of it is more related to Internet of Things. The things like traffic light controllers, bill processing systems, scammers and spammer networks, fire alarm systems, security systems, money laundering schemes. It's true. Security cameras, peeping Toms watching your kids. Yeah. Oh, yes, and don't forget your refrigerator telling you when you want out of milk. It's weird. It's true, though. So what makes the Internet of Things interesting is when the Internet started, it was originally set up as a military networking system that was to be more resilient when it was DARPANET. DARPANET wanted a military network that would be quickly reroutable, especially in combat. And if you look at the routing tables, they are capable of having multiple gateways. Thanks to AI, they're even more automated. Even though it drives the developers and the network administrators crazy trying to figure out some of the networking stuff. Last night, I saw a news article on Fox News talking about something we've covered on this channel of the bad guys, AI, using AI to do great harm in swatting calls. Now, in the United States, the Federal Bureau of Investigation is rightfully concerned because they have, unfortunately, resulted in a lot of emotional and, yes, physical harm to the swatee, unfortunately. And, of course, the emergency services rushing out to deal with what they think is a real emergency and not has become very popular for swatting to be going on the dark web. Organizations will swat for people for a price. And I think it's a really bad idea. Really, it is. It's a bad idea. Because the fact is, it hurts the innocent people who have never done anything wrong. And then now they're going from swatting to pizzaing, or making you get pizzas you didn't pay for it and things like that. And then companies like that do online ordering of pizzas, including Domino's, you need to require a credit card up front before you even place the order instead of waiting until it gets to the door. Absolutely, because you guys are losing money. Come on, think about it. You're losing money. So, that's last night's video. I noticed one thing when I'm doing videos on vlogs, especially vlogs. I noticed that my diction is not very clear. I don't know, because I've been reading the captions and I see that some of the stuff I say, the words are being misunderstood by the closed captions. And I'm going to have to work on that a bit better to make sure that on my vlogs that I don't speak so fast that my brain says things faster than my mouth can spit them out. So it sounds like when I talk, it sounds like I'm half drunk. Yeah. But Michelle will work on that. I know Michelle. She'll work on her diction, make her voice clearer, easier to understand. I guarantee it. You bet. It's one of those days right now that's kind of quiet so far this morning. Maybe today would be a good time to shove it in an advertisement. Let's not. It's pretty slow right now. Well, we currently have 17 people on here, Luminous, not too slow. I mean, if you mean that there's no one coming up on the panel right now, that's true. There is no one up here in the panel. Now, World of Warcraft gameplay, Monday, we will do a live stream of the gaming. But I noticed that I'm not the only one that does that. There's a lot of people that don't live stream the gameplay. And you're not even a gamer, and there's a report of it. That's something that's going on in the side chat. So anyway, like I said, there's now Blizzard is working to make the druid character playing a thing for all the races, and I'm looking forward to that because let me say this: there is no reason why, like Laura Shikanara said in her song, why magic and druids cannot exist together. But we need to understand the history real quick about the World of Warcraft just to understand why, for a long time, the Night Elves didn't have mages and the Blood Elves don't have druids. It's clearly stated in the original lore of the game, but there's no reason why we can't have druids and the Blood Elves. Maybe there's some Blood Elves that decide to return to the original ways of old, but they still want to keep magic around, and there's nothing wrong with that. Really. Yes, there is 16 watching. They're just quietly listening in, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with 16 people listening, watching, passively. That's fine. It just makes our show a little faster, because if it doesn't have enough material to cover, we'll just kind of wrap it up early, it's all. Yeah, I mean, it's not like the show always has to be exactly 2 hours. It could be 2 hours. It could be 20 minutes. It could be an hour. It depends on how much engagement we get. Right. If we get a lot of engagement, we get a lot of stuff coming up, we'll take 2 or 3 hours. If it's like just a slow show, we'll just do like a 20-minute, 30-minute show. Right now, let's get a word from our sponsor. Okay, we are back. And you know how it's going to look at the... Okay, that's nothing to do with me. Anyway, some of the comments are very interesting on the side. I'm just looking at them. But, how you doing, Grizz? Good morning. Hi, Jojo. Panel's open, guys. Standard link ending in PKR is up. Let's see if somebody want to come up and say hi to everybody. Krista says, hi, Grizz. I'm doing the live stream tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. to 9:30. So, yes, by the way, I did buy a gallon of milk. And I mentioned about the stoves in the video. Let me just go into more detail of that. Jimmy is realizing he's got a lot of apartments that have old, crufty stoves. He wants to replace the electric stoves that are in there with new ones. Let's be honest. After a few years of using electric stoves and many rentals, they tend to get kind of ratty and beat up. So that's just the reality of it. So he likes to go for secondhand stoves. And so we're looking on Craigslist for electric stoves that were not too expensive and not too far away. I noticed a lot of new stoves like the glass tops. I don't like the glass top stoves. I feel very, very uncomfortable with glass top stoves. Why can't we get the kind of stoves like you guys have in the United Kingdom? Which is a sealed electric burner stove that is a flat metal plate. Instead of the way we have them here in the United States, either the coil or the glass top. The only glass top stove I like at all is induction stoves. I feel that the other kind of glass stoves, where the glass surface gets really hot and it's likely to become a liability, especially for the handicapped, because if the knobs were in the front, they wouldn't be as bad, but still, always at the risk of cracking. And I believe Mojo has experience with a glass top stove cracking. So, I just think that the flat pieces of flat surface metal or ceramic or metal surface burners are better, because the fact is that they're more durable and rugged. Well, it depends on the case of the landlord. Is, what's the choices? He's the one who buys them, unless he wants to say, BYOS, bring your own stove, but it must be electric. Yeah. Stove technology hasn't really changed much. I actually wonder when. I mean, the flat metal plates are more or less closer to what it was like when you were cooking with an old wood stove, when you think about it. Because it's just a flat surface. So even the regular shaped pots tend to work pretty good on those. You don't have to be in chat. Truth. I'm not subbed to that channel. I'm not. They're talking about some other channel. I don't know about that, but they It is true though. The coil stove I got is pretty good, but I noticed that the Lures coil is kind of beat up. I might want to just consider buying some new burners for mine, especially the Lures burner, which tends to be a little bit messed up and a little warped. Who's lying? Convection oven. Yeah, those are kind of cool. There are commercial versions of those made by Blodgett. It's pretty good for baking because you can get nice, consistent hot airflow around the surfaces. It circulates the air. Someday, maybe one day we'll be cooking in plasma. I got electric gas cooking. It's a giant plasma burner on the top. Whoa! 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh my God! I just burned my soup again. Oh my God. Mojo says, I can't meet Michelle at my house, cooking and turning the oven on. Wrong. Anyway, the thing is that, I don't really think there's anything wrong with convection cooking, because, like I said, it's used commercially, especially for baking. So right now, there's no one here really talking, but that's fine. Yeah. If worst comes to worst, if worst comes to worst, it just ends up being a shorter show. Correct. So, speaking of games and cooking, I absolutely hated RuneScape. I tried it. It was worse than Albion Online. And Albion Online is kind of similar to RuneScape. It's kind of the same thing. Where to see inside the buildings don't have roofs on them. What is that? Because is that we can see inside the building. You can't see the building strictly from the first person. Or so I thought. But actually, it turns out you could. But the keys weren't exactly that intuitive to do it. Well, Mojo, maybe someday we will meet in person. It's not entirely impossible. It could be an option. Maybe if somebody can help sponsor me to get to the UK, that would be a good start, right? Absolutely. Get a good start! Yeah. Michelle, I would come up, but I'm in the water closet and it has a bad echo. Okay. Right. Speaking of echo, I haven't really figured out if they are having issues with the software that we use with Google Meets. Some people said maybe you got a problem with latency. Money again. I didn't see any donations come in. I didn't see any donations yet. Other than the fact is, guys, the reason we've been putting more videos out is that we can get monetized right off the bat, and then we put them up. For YouTube channels, talking to the view, I have been observing what they've said in their own videos. They say that it is easier to upload a video because then they can get paid right off the bat. And that's important because, YouTube really does not pay very well on live streams. And it doesn't. I don't know why some people think YouTube is going to pay you that good on live streams. They don't. I don't care how many ads you run. You really don't get a lot of money on live streams. You do get money, of course, on doing videos. So on the video, for example, plus you also can plan your script ahead of time. You write your script, prepare your subject material, and that means that you have a clear idea of the direction the video is going to go. Live streams never know where they're going to go. They could go all kinds of ways. Somebody wants to come up on Pamela's house. Tiger Kitty. I see that. Okay, get her up here. Yep. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
It's been quiet today.
Really? Well, quiet's not bad.
Yeah, nobody on the panel. Anyway, you're the first one.
Woo!
Yeah.
Right. What did you do last night?
What we do last night, I played World of Warcraft, and then I put that video together. That was part 2. Part 1, which I didn't put out yet, I put that with part 2. And then I added the video in the end of me playing RuneScape, or at least trying it anyway. Okay, so let's come on panel. It's Lolly. Let's get Lolly up here. Hold on a minute, please. I gotta get over that cursor. Answer. Answer.
We've uploaded some videos.
Yeah, how you doing, Lolly?
Good morning, Michelle. How are you?
Good morning, Lolly.
Good morning, Tiger. How are you?
Yes, thanks.
So
Hey,
last
how
night I
did
played World of Warcraft, and then I uploaded that, and I left my stand for my camera at the Cumberland Farms, so I had to go back to Cumberland Farms
oh no.
and pick it up. I was there, so I grabbed it, I took it off the table. So I had to walk back and forth to Cumberland Farms twice yesterday.
Hey,
Oh,
Tiger Kitty, could
yeah.
you do me a favor? Could you do me a favor and clarify for the chat that if you give gift memberships, you have no control over who they go to.
No, you can't pick.
They go random.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you
It's
so
like
much.
someone basically, it's like a raffle. I don't
Right.
know who
No
actually
control over
gets
who
the
goes to.
memberships, if they selectively accept them or what, but they just randomly go out to people.
Thank you, because Red Orangutan was accusing me of giving him a membership on another chat. So, I didn't give him one. It just went to him randomly.
You feel like maybe throwing out a few more random choices for people, see if anybody else wants to pick up one?
Michelle, there's a big echo.
Okay.
Yeah, can you reset the meet maybe?
Well, let me start by turning up part of the echo problem, which is the other microphone there. Maybe that might help too. Because, yes, we do have an echo. In fact, even... all right, hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Just leave the call and come back in. Okay, I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Okay, is that any better?
Yeah, that's much better, Michelle.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Well, you got planned, so you've got some videos coming out that I haven't seen then, some games ones.
Eventually we're gonna get back to playing City Skylines again too. I want to get the harbor expansion for that. And
No one triggered me, Red Orangutan. You were just giving out false propaganda, and I wanted to clarify it, and I wanted to get another member that would just clarify it with me. No problem. No trigger. No deal.
I don't know why some people think she's trying to pick favorites. It's random, guys. She puts out it's like going in for it's kind of like a raffle. In other words, she says, "I got 5 tickets," and there's a drawing, and then the machine decides who's gonna win the 5 tickets.
How many members you got now, Michelle? Have we got enough to get some more emojis?
We gotta get emojis. I'm working on that. I think we need about another 10 people, so I can add another 6.
Before. I'll throw one out.
Thank you, Mojo.
Emoji.
Yeah.
I like that.
Emoji. Moji's a mojo. I love it.
How about putting out another 5 memberships and see who gets them this time? Maybe some of the passive 16 people in the background will get them.
Yeah, it pulls out the lurkers, whoever's sitting around.
It's also bringing people into the show, too, in a positive way.
There we go. Let's see who gets that one.
All right, 5 memberships or 1 membership's going out so far. Who is the lucky contestant?
Andrew S. Yay, it's Andrew.
Andrew.
Yes, Andrew.
Congratulations, Andrew. Welcome. Welcome indeed. All right.
I'm glad Andrew got it.
Me too. He's been treated like shit on here, and
yeah, he's
what happens if you gifted out 5 memberships and they already had memberships? I mean, did they just?
Well, it wouldn't go to them.
It goes to people that don't have a membership. Yeah.
Well, let's try an experiment, Lolly. Could you put out 5 memberships? I want to see what happens if everybody already had memberships. Do those memberships roll around until the next time?
It won't go to them, Michelle. It will only go to people who don't have a membership.
You can't have 2.
You don't need to have an experiment for that.
Okay, so let's keep the simple. What I'm asking simple. Let's say all the 18 people watching now, all of them had memberships, and you gift out 5 more, but they already have memberships.
You don't have to be watching, Michelle.
Yeah, the people do not have to even be in your chat to win a membership.
No, they do not have to be in your chat.
Just have to be subbed to your channel.
Right. I've got memberships from
They
other
don't even have
channels
to be
that
on
I
my
haven't
sub.
been
They
to
don't even
in
have to be
ages.
subbed to my channel. They basically,
Right.
from my understanding, is they just got to be here.
No, they don't have to be here. They have to only be subbed to your channel. They could be here, but they don't have to be.
In fact, if we give out free memberships, it could even be gifted out to the trolls that happen to come by and visit once in a while.
And they did get one.
Exactly. We've given them to trolls before. That's what happened with Red Orangutan over at John Camillo's channel. When I gave memberships over there, he's considered a troll there because he hates John Camillo, and he won a membership. That's why he's trying to troll me over here and say I gave him a membership on purpose when it was really completely at random.
Well, I mean, still, I'd like to see some of the trolls come in and join membership. Maybe they might even realize that we ain't such bad people after all. You know?
Exactly. They get a membership, they might hang around and decide they really like your program, right? That's the whole point of the gift memberships.
Right. Absolutely. So it's a great idea. I mean, if you feel up to it. I mean, I can't give out memberships. I would.
I'm going to be giving some more memberships in October.
Okay, so let's come on, Paul. Let's come on now. Go ahead, Paul. How you doing?
Hey, Paul.
Okay, hold on. I gotta turn Michelle's shit off. I had to go through like 30 meet links to find the correct one again.
How many? You got 79 meet links?
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut and paste this one in my Discord so I have it instead of having to dig through them all. How you lovely ladies doing this morning?
Doing fabulous here.
What? Doing good.
Oh, as well as you talk. Oh, yeah, good.
You sound in a good mood. What's going on? What are you doing?
I woke up today and I'm breathing, so very, very good mood today. Yes.
I woke up this morning thinking about. My mind was on druids for some reason.
Well, your mind, Michelle. Honestly.
Yeah, what's going on over here? I've tuned in a bit. Michelle was talking about World of Warcraft, tuned out a bit, so I figured I'd come back. Heard some women's, so I got attracted to come on panel for some reason. And I'm here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I'm here. Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the thing is that I was it was just really weird just thinking about World of Warcraft. Like, I was waking up and all of a sudden there was like this story going on in my head about the druids. So I was like, oh, what is this? Just interesting. The whole idea.
Yeah, I won't worry about druids, Michelle. There's plenty more things to worry about in this world.
My masterpiece fell over. What does that mean?
I think he was doing a shit and it's fell over.
Okay.
Gross.
So anyway, the point is this month we have already reached $110 for September.
Yay.
At least, because the fact is memberships did make a difference, because that really did bring us up over the $100.
Good for you, Michelle. Good for you.
I do hope some people will keep their memberships active, though. Because as long as we have, whatever the number is, like 20, 30, 40 memberships, and they stick around, we could add more emojis according to YouTube. But what happens if the memberships go...
Michelle, can them members now watch the Christmas party?
Yes, they can.
Oh, right. If you want to watch a stream that is hilarious from start to finish.
The Christmas party turned out to be a giant disaster with Ed. Yeah, that's watchable. Yep.
Not last year, the year before.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
And
it was hilarious. I had to actually turn off the meets a few times because I was laughing that much and I couldn't get myself together. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this, Michelle, but Yam Ranch made that super funny. because
Yeah, that was a good Christmas party.
of that song he made. It was out of the blue. It was funny.
Oh yeah.
By the way, I talked to Ed yesterday night. He told me that the place he's staying and another guy that he became friends with, which is also legally blind as well, that the management really feels that the building is not suitable for handicapped people and he wants them to leave. And I told him, I said, Ed, you're not legally required to leave at all because of the Americans with Disabilities Act. And second of all, if the management really wants you to get out, then he has to file evictions against you. And since you have been paying your room fee on time, there's no real reason for him to throw either one of you out.
So, Michelle, Ed's moved into a place where it has some disabled people in it. Ed doesn't feel the place is disabled.
Not yet. He didn't get in there yet, but he did put an application in for that place. So
well, why is he trying to get rid of the disabled people that were there before him?
Why is the hotel going to get rid of the disabled people? I don't know, but you know what the thing is? The way I feel about it is, like I told him, I said, Ed, you pay your room on time, you pay your fee, you got your bed, and with the 6 men in the room, he's one of the 6 men in the room. The landlord has no legal right.
6 men in one room.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
6 guys in a room. It's a dorm setup.
Going down in there. There's no way in hell unless I'm in a prison or war. There's no way in fuck.
Yeah.
To sleep in a locker room with 6 smelly men. Ugh.
As a choice, and you haven't even broke the law. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, can you imagine the smell in there?
Yeah, it's
with 6 men in a room.
Like a locker room. Yeah.
I kind of envision what it's like. Yeah.
Nuts to butts. No, I'm cool. Thank you.
Farting all night. Oh no!
I can bet that Kyle will be running around with his beach bottle like crazy.
Yeah, cleaning up all the semen and stench. Yeah, that suck.
I just Noodle said I just got over 17,000 views in less than 28 days. I have 500 subs. Please start taking my advice. And what's your advice? Oh, further up here. Well, I mean, Noodles, I mean, my channel does pretty good. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with your advice or anything. At least you got the numbers to prove it, unlike Honest and Frank, which has no subscribers and no views. Yeah, absolutely.
So, is it a hotel, Michelle, did you say?
What's that?
It's a hotel.
Yeah, it's a hotel.
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. It's more like a halfway house or a brothel. Or not a brothel, but a hostel. There's a hotel. You literally pay and you get your own room. There's no hotel that says, "All right, let's stick you in a random room with some random people."
All I'm trying to say is,
not a hotel.
Is the way that it's set up. I wouldn't want to live there. I mean, I would feel really, really cramped in there with 5 other women. Oh my God, I could not visualize that.
Michelle, you'd be whacking off all day. You wouldn't know what to do with yourself if you had a room full of 5 women. You'd go nuts, Michelle.
Yeah, there's something weird there. JoJo said it sounds like a nut house.
Yeah, it's like a halfway house or something.
Probably is a nut house, yeah.
Someone goes to pay like $30 for a month and they put this pile everyone into a room and that, sleeping on.
I was in the woman's dorm of the homeless shelter. That wasn't bad. There was 8 bunks. I had a bunk, and then there was 7 other women, and we had no problem. But obviously, we also, if we needed to get a chance to get away, we all had other places to go. Like we can go in the other room and watch TV. Or we could.
I just think women would be a bit cleaner, Michelle. Although maybe I.
Oh, women are cleaner, yeah.
Yeah, you would
Right.
think that until you've seen a woman's bar bathroom at 2 o'clock in the morning, then you kind of get a completely different idea. A completely different idea about the women's cleanliness. Trust me, because I thought the same thing too, Tiger. I thought the same thing too.
I can be a messy bugger, actually.
You guys just bleeding all over the fucking place. Like, come on, guys. Like,
How you doing,
Well, like,
Bianca?
when I
Good
put my
morning.
makeup out, it's all
Bianca,
over
the
the
panel's
bathroom.
open if you want to come up. It's the link that ends in PKR if you want to come up. It's
So
a standard
the
link.
original link. Oh, why we have so many?
Yeah, I'm gonna post this one like somewhere so it's like.
I
Well,
bookmarked them.
That's what they call it. They call it
Bookmark it in
what they
the
call it an
chat.
inn. But okay, whatever it is. Apparently, I guess the zoning in Tampa allows it. So,
I'm just gonna write it down and keep it in my wallet so I have it or tattoo it on my arm. That way I know what it is. I'll always be with
Get
me.
out before then. Don't tattoo it.
Yeah.
Andrew, good morning and welcome to the Members Club.
Temporary.
What goes on in the Members Club stays in the Members Club.
Andrew says, "Good morning, Michelle Marie in chat." Yep. Good morning. Come on up on panel, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Good morning.
We haven't heard you in ages.
I think he was on Michelle's show very briefly the other day. Very briefly.
Oh.
Very briefly.
Oh, a YMCA. I don't know what a YMCA really is.
So, all of a sudden, the reason I kind of got my teeth set on edge last night was when he called me was because it sounded like he's saying, "Oh, I miss Winston," and I'm like, here we go again. No, we're not going there.
Oh no, Michelle. No.
Maybe he'll find his way back, and you guys, can you learn from your mistakes, and rekindle things, and maybe make it work.
Please pull up her analytics and show when she has produced.
Michelle would let him in. Like if he knocked at her door and said, "Hey, I really need a place to stay."
Noodles, I don't have 17,000 views. I can tell you that. All right, I don't have time to pull it up on the computer because it takes me a while to take snapshots of everything. But if you so really want to know what I've been doing for the last 28 days, let me pull it up real quick on my phone.
I mean, what if I said I had more viewers than that? Does that mean that Michelle should take?
I have 7.5 thousand views in the last 28 days. Watch time hours is 1.2 thousand or 1,200 watch hours.
Wow.
Subscribers, we gained 14 in 28 days. With the estimated revenue of $112.08. There you go.
That's good for you, Michelle. Very good.
For what my channel is, yes, it is good for us. And we are seeing an uptick of new watchers. And for revenue right now, as I said, we're currently officially September ongoing is $111.35. So we're holding our own, guys. We're doing fine. I mean, for me, that's good. I don't have a problem with that. We're currently at 1,563 subs.
Well,
yesterday's stream had 155 views and 7 likes. The outdoor replay, 74 views, 7 likes. This morning's game I uploaded, this is only uploaded for 10 hours, was 28 views, 1 like.
I haven't seen it yet, Michelle. I'll get it over there.
I mean, it's good numbers. I have nothing against it. Remember, Noodles also tends to focus on content that's different than mine.
A good summer for your channel, Michelle. Like I said, this is usually your dead zone is usually from May to September, and I think you did great for this summer, Michelle. You had a lot of people, a lot of viewers, a lot of new people. Yeah, you did great, Michelle.
Yeah, we're going to see this channel grow even further. I seriously think that Michelle's viewer hours is on the rise. Maybe next year she'll have 1,600 subs and probably average watch hours will probably be closer to about 8,000, 9,000 hours. That sounds possible. Yeah.
Who knows? Oh, I hope so, Michelle.
What's that?
I hope so. I
Hmm.
mean,
Yeah.
it's a nice place to come now. There's no reason why people shouldn't be watching you now.
And I think also, like I said, as long as we focus also on the videos, we can definitely do it. With the videos, as long as they're engaging the audience, they're going to want to see them. And that's what makes the difference, too. I mean,
I'm
it's
sorry,
true, the
Michelle.
live streams do tend to get a lot of people to come in real quick. But like I said, I swear to God, I am not on a regular basis going to sit there and do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hour live streams. That's just too much.
Right.
I need to sleep
No,
sometime.
I was having a connection issue. I apologize for that.
Okay, it's
Thank
all
you.
right.
Be back up. Thank you.
Channels are going to grow. They're going to grow like crabgrass, maybe.
Right.
Let's
well,
just
then
make
you're
sure
gonna
they're
have to
nice,
put-
healthy green crabgrass.
You're going to have to put your thinking cap on, Michelle, because you're going to need some new material.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some new stuff, new material. We still want to work on this background too. I want to combine this background with the Blood Elf scene. That was what Jova or Stella was gonna create, was a new background. But we'll do is we're gonna maybe modify the Silvermoon room so it actually has windows that actually look out on the Winstead Main Street.
Hey, Michelle, do you want some curtain twinkly lights? Like you can change them to twinkle, sparkle, go up and down.
Yeah, there are backgrounds you can change. In fact, Michelle could easily combine different.
No, do you want a set of sparkly curtain lights? You know, like all dangled down.
Talking about for your apartment, Michelle, not for your stream. She's asking you if you want LED lights, Michelle, for your apartment. It's curtain lights.
I'm thinking about a
LED
nice physical set
Oh, for
top
fuck's
desk.
sake.
Christ.
Michelle, I'm taking them off of one of my spare bedrooms. Do you want them? I'm not buying them, but I'll throw them away.
Maybe, I don't know.
That'd probably be your best bet, Ty. I mean, if you give them to Michelle, they're probably just gonna literally just get thrown in the corner.
I'll tell you what, Michelle, I'll send them to you.
All
You
right.
have a look. If
That'd
you
be
don't
fine.
want them, give them to Krista to put
Let's
in
see
her
if we
little
can
There
figure
you
out
go.
what let's see what we can figure out what to do with them. I still haven't figured out what to do with Wiggy's light tape she sent me yet either.
Like honestly, Tiger, you should probably just directly send them to Krista for her daughter. No, seriously, you should probably send them directly to Krista for her daughter. To be honest, yeah, it's probably your best bet. That's a good idea, though. You should give them to Krista's daughter. She would enjoy them and get use out of them. So you definitely should. That's a good idea.
I'll tell you one thing I definitely want to change on the studio is we all know what the Silvermoon.
Not every day.
We all know about the studio background, which is this one. If I turn this up here, video capture device. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I'll like prank them and then I'll reveal that I'm Paul.
Hey, he's turned you off. Oops.
Yeah,
he's a good guy. Right?
Is he at the soup kitchen?
Yeah, he answers the phone.
We all know this background here, but I want to do is you can see where the drapes are. There's supposed to be windows there. So what I want to do is I want to cut those windows out and actually have it so you can actually look at Main Street through those windows. That's what I'm going to do.
So small,
I think that would be kind of cool. I think it would be nice.
Call Ray up and tell him good morning. You want to wish Ray a good morning, Michelle?
Good morning, Ray.
No, I'm not on him yet. We can though. We can give Ray a call and wish him a good morning. Ray.
What's it now?
Yeah, Ray. We're gonna give Ray a call here real quick, Michelle. We're gonna give Ray a buzz and wish him a good morning. See what the soup
good morning. How you doing?
wait a minute, Michelle. You did what? He's ringing him.
We're ringing him up.
You want to give them to me? I'll use them for. Okay.
Okay, Krista. They're really cool.
Anyway, so the good news is that
Oh, that's all right, ma'am. Good morning to you. How you doing this morning? Oh, great. What are you guys serving today? Woo, you're having a hood meal today. Is it Ray-in?
Oh, I don't have
Ray's not
anything.
in today?
Besides, I don't really have
All right,
anything
thank you.
outside of the building to
Oh, I
do.
can't keep talking.
Um,
Meatloaf, mac and cheese, and mashed potatoes and gravy. That sounds delicious.
Oh, Michelle.
Yeah, I guess Ray's not in today, unfortunately.
You could have told us that, Krista.
I
It's all
found
right.
some.
That's
I
all right.
found some chicken nuggets in the freezer. I might cook
Ooh.
those up tonight.
Mm,
Chicken nugget.
those go good with mac and cheese, I guess.
Ketchup.
I think I get them at McDonald's. That's the only time I get like a chicken nugget. Michelle, what part of the chicken is the nugget? Do they just grind up like all the beaks and the feet and then make them into
No,
nuggets?
it's just usually made out of just the chicken meat. It's just pulverized and then just mashed together. I guess you can call it mashed chicken slurry, basically. Yeah, and then it's just breaded.
Thank you, Lolly, for donating to Krista.
Oh, very sweet. I remember at Christmas time, one of my nieces said to me, she said, "Uncle Paul, you should get a job at McDonald's. That way you can tell me how they make chicken nuggets." I was like, "Damn, I kind of want to know myself. But never did get that job at McDonald's. I probably would get fired for having chicken nuggets in my pocket all day, or eating customer food.
You get sick of them.
Take a couple fries out of the customer's bag. I don't know.
Depending on the McDonald's, if it's anything like American Food Court, you get the leftovers at the end of the day, and then usually any meals that were like not sold, you get the leftovers there.
Yeah, no, it's terrible, Michelle. I went to Wendy's one time at midnight, and they're like, "Oh no, we're not serving food anymore. But would you like some free food, sir?" I'm like, "Hell no!" And drove away. No, I don't want that. Sitting out all day can't be healthy, right?
Oh, when I used to work at Friendly's, one of the reasons why I got so damn big in the first place is after a while we would have just a little bit of ice cream left in the containers, and it would be like, they don't have enough to really scoop up for scoops. Here, you want it? Sure.
Oh my God, I can imagine Michelle sitting there with buckets of ice cream around.
Next thing, during my lunch break, I'm sitting there eating like about a quarter. I mean, like a pint of ice cream, like quart of ice cream, like all the time.
I just picture with a straw, just drinking the melted ice cream, Michelle. Michelle, I remember Friendly's. I miss that place. They don't have those around anymore.
My favorite thing was the hot fudge. Because like after a while, the hot fudge caramelizes, and then they can't really use it. So then they bring back to me a container of hot fudge that's been sitting warm for all the time. Hey, you want this? It's yours. And you see like what, like a half a gallon of hot fudge sitting in a pot. And I'm like, oh yeah, I take that.
I bet they purposely made extra just.
My poor waistline said this.
The fudge every day. Like, all right, Michelle, here you go. That's what I would do. I'd make extra for you, Michelle, so you'd always have fudge.
It's just weird. It's true though. That's exactly what would happen. That's like, so you can see why it didn't take me too long to unzip, expand, and explode. It was just totally weird the way that worked out. What's this last button do? I forgot.
Michelle, you've seen that movie Willy Wonka before, right?
Yes, I have. I've seen both of them.
What would be the first place you would go to indulge? What would you want to eat in that chocolate?
I don't know, the Chocolate River, maybe? Chocolate River.
Like up Gustafson? Would you just dive in?
I wouldn't jump in it, if that's what you mean, no, but no, you'd probably take a scoop and start drinking it.
Yeah. yeah. Sounds awesome.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Now I can get an oil change done on my car. Appreciate it, Lolly. Thank you so much.
Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely.
Yay for the oil change.
That's something you definitely got to keep up on, Krista. I love that you know good car maintenance, and I appreciate that, Krista. And yes, get that oil change, girl.
Now, Krista, by the way, here's how CashApp works once you do got it set up. All you have to do is you got to go check in your Cash App and approve donations from first timers. It doesn't just automatically show up in your account. You got to approve it. So if you get a new donation from a new person, you have to click accept on the Cash App on your phone. So don't be surprised if you see that. Just hit approve and make sure to click the little heart icon to tell them thank you.
Yeah. Krista, you should also get your fluids flushed, Krista, because winter's coming up. It's getting cold. Have them flush your fluids and put some new ones in, Krista, especially your antifreeze. That way you don't have no troubles when Michelle makes it a frozen tundra outside.
Yeah, it's not going to quite get frozen tundra, but it's going to get cold, yes.
Oh, yeah. It'll be cold.
I'm cold now.
Yeah.
Beautiful here. It's winter weather, summer weather. Jesus Christ. Fall weather, 62 degrees. Couldn't ask for anything more. Perfect. It does get a little cold at night, though.
Yesterday was nice. It was 17 degrees yesterday when I went to Cumberland Farms. I did my video. Yeah. It was nice. It was just the right temperature. Not too bad. It was easy to work in that,
17. That's freezing.
Like I said, I went there twice, because first I went to go get the milk and I got a quick lunch. And then I left my stand there for my camera. And then I had to go back again to go get my stand. So I went all the way home. Then I realized I left my stand behind. Then I had to run all the way back with my walker, get the stand, bring it back home a second time.
I'm glad it was still there, Michelle. Glad no one swiped it on you, No one took your camera stand.
Most people don't. There were actually people sitting on my table, and they were wondering what that was. I said, "Oh, thank you." It was still sitting there, and this is where I left it. So
that's good.
It is true that if it was in some communities, that stand would have been long gone.
Oh yeah, I was in Detroit. That thing would have been gone as soon as you turned your back.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad over. No, it's not that bad over here. I'm just kidding. But no, it's good, Michelle. You got a little bit of exercise too. You got to walk off your lunch. I think that's great.
Cash donation. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know about that, and that's why, Chris, I wanted to let you know the heads up that it's not completely automatic. You do have to accept it. Otherwise, it just sits there. I don't know how long before it returns the money back to the person saying, sorry, your donation hasn't been accepted. I don't know how long it takes.
What, Lolly with us still?
Yeah.
Maybe she stepped away for a bit.
So anyway, Lolly,
I'm right here.
I just wanted to say hello, Lolly. See how you were doing today. You were, kind of been quiet this morning. So
I'm doing great. I had a little something I had to work on, but I'm back over here now.
Oh no, good, excellent. Yeah, no, nothing wrong with that. I do projects while I'm on the panel as well. So I get it. I'm just saying hello. That's all.
Got a lot of stuff going on. You know how it is, Paul.
Oh yeah, for sure. Always something in the works, right? I get it.
Speaking of money management, there is a proposal in the federal government to change the minimum Social Security payments now. To bring the minimum Social Security payments to that of the poverty line of $1,261.
Yeah, I'll work on it, Grace.
For the lower income people that make less than poverty line. And I have no problem with that. And then one proposal is, but we're going to take it from the better paid people. I said, wait a minute. What happens if you I make more than that. And one proposal was that everybody would get $1,261. That was one. Then the other one was everyone's going to get $2,200. And if you make more than that, you're going to go on the equivalent of a pay cut. And, I said I don't like that either, but I don't make, anywhere close to $2,200. And then when Blind the Billionaire said, the idea is also thinking about getting rid of the COLA if you make more than $2,200. I'm like, wait, COLA is essential. Don't let the government mess with the COLA. Please don't mess with the COLA. Because it's already messed up enough. we can't afford to take any hits, because once you leave it to Congress to decide how much they get, and they can't even settle their own budget. Never mind trying to figure out how much you're supposed to get paid. That'd be just plain stupid. Yeah. I don't know. So what do you think, guys, about the Social Security proposal giving everybody no less than $1,261 based on the current poverty line rate a month?
Will I get it?
I'm not sure you'll get it, Tiger Kitty.
Well, if I don't get it, I don't like it.
Well, if you don't get it, that's not fair, is it?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're retired or if you were on SSDI, you would get, nobody would get any less than $1,261 a month. And if you make more than that, one proposal is that you will only get $1,261 tops.
You have to be earning like a real low amount to get that.
Right, you have to make less than $1,261 a month to get $1,261 a month. And like I said, there was like a couple proposals out there. There's like 5 or 6 of them now. This is what I think they should do. I think Blind Billionaire's second one makes more sense. $2,200 for all. But if you make more than that, you will, see a pay cut, because he said the reason is that if you look at the bell-shaped curve, it looks like a hill. It's not a parabolic curve. It's more like a big hill. Most of the people in the low income are in the biggest chunk of the Social Security recipients. Those who receive the maximum $4,000 are like in the fair edge. They got extra income sources like 401ks, stocks, dividends, treasuries, whatever. Those people are already provided for, and they don't really have to worry about it. But I'm like, why would we want to see everybody take a pay cut if you're above $2,200? That's okay, I guess. But the idea is, it says one of the proposals to get rid of the cost of living adjustment for the well-to-do. I'm like, no, absolutely not. Do not get rid of the cost of living adjustment. Because if you're expecting Congress to do the right thing, they won't. They'll mess it up. Especially if every year they have to figure out how much it costs to live.
Michelle?
What's that?
Are they saying that
they're saying is they want to get rid of the COLA if you make, on the one proposal, if you make more than $2,200 on the new changes to Social Security.
Either.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
A cost of living must always remain. That's why it's called cost of living adjustment.
That should
expenses
be across the board, don't you think?
Sure. If you're going to be making under the new system more than $2,200, you may not be affected as much if you see your check smaller, because, like he said, those very few people already got other investments in revenue sources. I don't know. Like I said, Congress can't seem to get their head right, no matter what they do. But I definitely think they need to get the regular SSI, SSDI, SSA above the federal poverty line. That's essential. Which currently in the United States is $1,261. Which means the federal poverty line would be the minimum. The whole idea of taking it out of the rich, however, sounds to me like a really bad idea. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. Getting rid of the COLA is equally a bad idea. Let's just hope to God somebody in Congress gets a brain. Really. Well, Mojo, I enjoy pizza. I enjoy cheese, but I don't like beer. I drink wine instead once in a while. All right. Michelle's more highbrow. Is still box wine highbrow?
When I used to drink wine.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, I'd drink anything, but wine would be my choice. Or vodka. I used to love vodka as well.
It's funny, though, in World of Warcraft right now, they're having Brewfest. And in real life, if there was a Brewfest, I can bet that probably Noodles and Ed would probably be having a heck of a good time at it.
Oh, no, Ed supposedly turned over a new leaf, didn't he?
Yeah.
Be careful, Michelle, if he turns up. You need to get your story straight.
Yeah.
No room at the inn.
No room at the end, yeah. So,
I mean for Ed.
and we see a new person that came in, the message has already got out hidden.
What does it say?
I don't know. Let me look. What's the message that got out on the wire triggered? It says, Noodle's telephone is full of CP. I don't think so.
Oh, God. Well done.
But it is certainly full of sound bites. He has a lot of clips, soundboards, sound clips, video clips in the
Very
phone.
good on a phone. I mean, he doesn't have a computer. He's doing everything he does on his phone. I mean, I can barely turn my phone on.
Yeah, he's very successful with that.
Yeah. You got to give him that. And he has, what's it called?
He's got better
Autism.
eyesight than
Oh,
me,
yeah,
so Michelle, so he could easily work that little itty-bitty screen big time. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I have to respect people that can do all that stuff on their phone. That's really impressive. I have to use my laptop. I can use my phone, but I do not feel comfortable with it.
Right, I'm
Can
the
you tell
same.
your kitty?
Yeah, I'm the same. I feel so comfortable on my laptop.
I found for me to do streaming, I am most comfortable just doing it on the computer. My laptop is okay. I like the big screen now. But I got a question for you, Loli. Speaking of that, I did tune into a few of your shows, and you have this long wait before you even start talking. And
that's the intro, I think.
And I was wondering if there's a reason why you do that.
Are you talking about me?
John Pillow.
I'm talking about on your show, yeah.
Yeah, I have a delay on my laptop, so it takes about a minute or 2 minutes for me to get engaged into the thing so I can start talking. So I'm still working on getting that keyed in to where it won't be as long of a delay.
Because, like, you notice, like, in my show, you have the automated it, so now it starts, like, goes to live about 2 minutes before the intro starts. But during that time, you see the test pattern.
Where'd you get that intro screen? Where'd you get that intro screen with the timer and everything? That's maybe probably what I need.
Yeah. So if you look at my show, for example, if you probably see when you first come on, this is the first screen you see. And this is the screen that will tell you what time it is. And you can see, okay, someone wants to come on the show. Hold on a minute. And I'll let them on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, it's Noodles. Oh, no, it's not Noodles. It's the other guy. It's Frankie. All right. So what it does is, so then I have the Streamboard, Streamlabs, or the Stream Deck set to count down. And then once it counts down, it will start the intro, which you already know about. And then after that, it goes to this.
Where did you get this intro?
So you see me.
Somebody made that for you?
No, it's a standard test pattern. I just used it. I just added my the date and the time and NASQ in it. It's a standard Philips TV test pattern. Test card. Per PAL. So it allows us to also check our colors and make sure that things are set on the cameras. And then we also
Okay,
have a
well, I
vector
will
scope
try to
as
get that
well, so we
more
can make
speed
sure that
up.
the colors are correct and
Yeah.
set to white so that we can get the colors right for the green screen so all the cameras are consistent.
Well, thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. I will try to get that better
Maybe
soon.
what I would
Thank
do
you.
is, if you wanted to, is why don't you like either maybe like have a time or date, or if you stream at a certain regular time like I do, that's just everybody kind of knows 10 o'clock that you would be on. So unless I'm late, but even then, it also gives me, because it has a date and time, it lets me know what the date and time is too, so I can go back
Sure.
and watch it. So if for some reason the video had a boring title that didn't even say the date, I can go back and say, what video is this? Oh, this is shot on the 27th of September 2023. Okay, now I can just go ahead and edit the description to say what date was recorded on.
Well, thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. You've been doing this a lot longer streaming than I have, for sure.
Yeah. Do you use OBS or do you use...
No, I haven't been able to figure OBS out. I've just been using StreamYards. You're smarter
OBS is
than
actually
me,
pretty
so.
simple. I don't know how OBS StreamYards does with that kind of interactive animated, like, because the way it would be an animated screen. But if you have
Maybe we could do an offline phone call and you could explain it to me sometime if you have some time.
I would do is I would definitely check out the OBS. If you can, there are lots of videos and tutorials on OBS. It gets kind of complicated at first, but after a while it gets pretty easy to figure out.
Because I have a powerful computer that would handle OBS, but I just don't know how to set it up.
Yeah, like I said, there are plenty of tutorials on OBS. It's free. You can get, there's actually two versions of OBS. One is made by a company called Streamlabs, I'm sorry. And the other one is the open source OBS. I'm using the open source one because it's more capable, because it's less locked down. But if you want to try the Streamlabs version, it's just a little bit simpler. Not much, but a little more. And what's nice is you can do fancy setups and layouts and screens like that, overlays and stuff like that. Most of Michelle's setup is pretty simple. Like this shot here, got the green screen behind her, and then you have the Winston's scenery is on the green screen, and then you see her sitting in front. Or sometimes she'll put a phone number on the front of that, or an email address or something. So, for you, probably Streamlabs OBS would be more than fine. Plus, they also have, they have some nice plugins for that. But I would just say, go watch the video. Look up OBS tutorial on YouTube. It's really not that hard.
Okay. I'll review it. Thank you.
Because it's really a nice program. I find that, unlike Honest Frank says, Honest and Frank doesn't understand this, that OBS is not the one that limits my video quality. It's the person between the seat and the computer keyboard that does, because the internet is so limited here.
Is Frank cleaning now? Look, Frank's cleaning.
Okay, thank you, Chris. I will work on it this week.
Well, I like to see. Look at that.
Okay.
Cleaning his kitchen.
Yeah. His frame rate's a little low.
Puppy. Oh, look. Look at his new puppy, Michelle.
Oh, look how cute he is. He's a cutie.
Yeah. Oh, he walked off, Frank.
He's going to hide. He's a baby.
He's got 4 dogs in there. That's a lot.
That's a lot. Look, they all have their own bed.
They're all old. Except the new pup.
Look at them in his bed there. I took my dog to get groomed the other day, and they gave him an orange tie, like a long tie, like a gentleman would have. For Halloween. Yeah, he looks adorable. He's black.
That's an old joke. Any key button. Yeah. The thing is, I don't know. There's definitely like I said, now I found out that fiber is available here, but my landlord has to allow them to mount on this building because this is a multi-dwelling unit, the special interface for MDUs, and I don't know if Jimmy even understands what half that stuff is. So I got a feeling he's going to tell the phone company that they can't because he doesn't understand what this is. I mean, he's an older guy. He has a hard time just figuring out how to use his iPhone 8. No, it's an iPhone 11. It's iPhone 11 or iPhone 10. Well, it's newer. It's the one it's the one with the stupid notch. Oh God.
It's a lot of cholesterol, Frank.
Yeah.
You got about 10 eggs out. Let's see how many you got.
He eats a lot of eggs just because he does not.
Seven.
He doesn't have a lot of teeth anymore. That's why. I told him how to make these artificial teeth like I got, and he never did it yet. I told him where to get the stuff, and he's like, I think he just kind of just dismissed it out of hand, saying,
I get some dentures. I mean, it's not hard. They just put some gooey stuff in your mouth, and
the biggest disadvantage with it is it's not porcelain, it's not glass, it's kind of a softer texture plastic, so it's gonna start to wear down.
Well, Michelle, I don't like that thing you've got in your mouth. If you can't remove it,
you can if you really, depending on how you mold it. The top one, the redid top one, that is not removable right now. The bottom one is.
How are you cleaning what's under it?
The bottom one comes right out. Right here.
Yeah, the bottom one's fine, I guess, because you can pull it out and clean. But
yeah, I clean it.
Ram that top one in. Now you're gonna lose more teeth doing this.
Well, right now it's protecting the teeth. There isn't a loose one in there, but it's not at all as loose as the original. That protects that too.
You can't clean around them now, can you? Because you've got that in your mouth. So now all that candy sugar is going in there, boring away. Well,
that's one of the reasons why Michelle uses hydrogen peroxide rinse out her mouth as necessary as well. It's a compromise. It's not a perfect solution.
Well, you know, Michelle, that you could get false teeth free, don't you?
Well, Michelle's already got 2 incisors down there that kind of lopsided anyway. They probably just pull those out and then just put in a bridge. But the bridge is actually pretty much what she's already got down here. Yeah, this is like a bridge. It's like a soft bridge. Yeah. A lot cheaper than going in and getting implants and it's a compromise. It's not perfect. You have to accept the compromises.
What it is she's got this. It's like a putty, and I think you heat it up. When it's hot, it's kind of a little bit pliable.
When it's warm, it's about maybe about 180, 190 degrees Fahrenheit. You just mold it.
She sticks it in and then molds it into one big tooth instead of individual ones. Basically shoves it in her mouth.
In fact, dentists make the same thing. They actually make the same thing Michelle did at home for partials now. It's the same thing Michelle made. It's the exact same thing that they would have done for Michelle's lower jaw that she did herself for virtually nothing.
Yeah, but you can.
And hers is just as easily removed as those are. Yeah.
Well, you can't remove the top one though, can you? Because that one, for some reason, won't come out.
Well, the top one, I when I made it, I didn't even bother make it removable. I should have tried, but I didn't. And I was like, but maybe once eventually it's gonna end up getting come out again, and then I'll try remolding it to make it a little bit better. But for now, it's better than having lots of teeth, because like Tina D laughed in my mouth because my teeth were terrible, and I got mad about that.
Oh, I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah, well now they don't laugh as
You're
much
married.
anymore.
Yeah.
Because at
I
least
think
now
I remember that. That was an accident, though. She didn't realize, or
I mean, I don't know anything about the person at all. When I went on Mr. T's panel and she started razzing me on my teeth, I just got mad and I just left.
well, she's no looker. Let's put it that way. So I won't worry about it, Michelle.
I mean, the thing is that I don't understand is, I mean, I look at the story of why dental is not in our health program. It's for the stupidest reason of all. You would never believe it. Now, one time, dentistry was done by barbers in the United States.
Yeah.
Back in the 18th century. So everybody saw dentistry as cosmetic, and it still remains in the system today. As dentistry is always all dentistry is seen as cosmetic. That's why even basic routine care dentistry is not even covered on Medicare or Medicaid. And so it's kind of scary when you think about it.
Yeah, your teeth are very important. Because I think
now it is, but back then when the laws are codified, they didn't even think it was important.
Because isn't it if you get a lot of what's that white stuff that comes on teeth?
Yeah.
What's that stuff they scrape off of teeth?
It's called plaque and tartar.
Yeah. Apparently, if you get a load of that, you can also have that in your heart.
And don't forget, not only that, but you also realize that cavities, it was prior to the 15th century, with the importation of sugar into the United Kingdom, people didn't really have cavities. That was when the 15th century, at the time of the Tudors, the time of Queen Elizabeth I, that all of a sudden everybody started having tooth decay because of imported sugar. And people don't realize that. Because once you got into the sweets, and the acids would form on teeth and would eat through the enamel.
It can cause dementia too. So there you go. It's important.
Yeah, I know. My dad has cardiovascular dementia. He's 91 now. What's cardiovascular dementia?
Something to do with the heart. It's cardio. That's heart, isn't it?
Well, cardiovascular has to do with heart and blood vessels, and dementia. Oh, we know what that is.
Oh, maybe because his vessels are all gammed up with plaque.
Yeah.
But why would that affect?
So you can thank the early importers of sugar into the 15th century at the time of Queen Elizabeth I for the beginning of tooth decay in the UK.
Okay, Michelle, I'll give you a choice. You could never have had some sugar, or have sugar like you have all your life. Which one are you going to pick?
Well, that's just it. Before the 15th century, sugar wasn't even a thing, because once sugar came in, everybody wanted it. Sugar is like cocaine.
I'm not mad about it. I'm happy about it, because I think sugar has made wonderful things like chocolate and candy.
Right. It has. Definitely made a lot of pastries, a lot of sweets.
Oh, pastries, yeah.
Because before then, you know, you didn't really have the pastries and stuff that we have today. You think about this.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I'm glad about the old sugar.
I mean, they were using honey for sweetener before that. No, honey, of course, you know, depends on the bees and the hives and the apiaries to make sure that the beehives are making enough honey. but that was it. That's all you really had. You didn't have the convenience and amount of or sugars that we have today. It was when the invention, the discovery of the sugar cane and the sugar beet is when you start the sugar explosion that we have today. They made confectionaries like chocolates and things like that very successful. By the 19th century, sweets was a major part of the well-to-do's diet. And here's the thing that most people don't realize. Sugar was not granulated like it is now. It would come as a big block, a solid block. You would scrape off the sugar you needed. So imagine if you wanted to make a cup of tea in the 15th century. Never mind asking, well, how many tea scoops? That'd be more like how many chunks, because you had to chop off on a chunk of sugar how much you wanted.
Have you ever cut or suck on any honey cane or sugar cane in any of your previous lives when you were?
No, I haven't.
Did you grow sugar cane on your farm?
No.
So Michelle,
we had a cattle ranch.
Michelle, I got a real quick question for you that doesn't involve chocolate or sugar. I'm sorry. So Michelle, I have one of my monitors. Michelle, whenever I turn it on, it doesn't get really hot. It looks the same, but it lets off this fucking electronic, like burning electronic smell when I use it. Again, it doesn't get hot though, and it still works. Should I continue to use this monitor?
What is this you're talking about?
My computer monitor. I have a computer monitor.
You probably got a bad capacitor inside. You probably have to maybe have someone recap it. I wouldn't use it necessarily.
It works fine and it doesn't get hot. So should I continue to use it?
I would just go see if we can get a local tech to at least clean it. Maybe it might be full of dust in the heat sinks.
Could be. That could be.
But
it's still safe to use though, correct? Even though it lets that smell off, I should still be good to go to use it, correct?
Yeah, you should be fine, but I would still go ahead and bring it down to your local service tech.
Fair enough.
And just have it check it.
I'm sorry to take
I would unplug it. Unplug it when you go to bed.
Well, no, it's not going to catch fire, Tiger. I don't leave my computer on. I feel if anything, it would just shut off. Like, it would just shut off.
Yeah.
Like, it's not running, and it doesn't let the smell off when it's not running. So.
Well, I would especially if it's getting overheated, it means that you probably got capacitor that's shorting out, which means that some of the parts inside are probably running a little bit hotter than they should be. So, like I said, I would just bring it down to your local neighborhood electronics guru and have him work on it. Probably have to replace capacitors in it.
It's not going to blow up or nothing, though, right, Michelle?
More likely the power supply will crowbar if it gets bad enough. It'll just basically stop working one day. But definitely, I would just go ahead, just bring it down to your neighborhood electronics guy.
Yeah, maybe I'll just blow it out with a can of air or something. I have some compressed air. Maybe I'll just give it.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that too. Is it a CRT or LCD? Because
it's an older one, Michelle. So I mean, it's not one of those big ones. It's it's like a flat screen. It's like
So in that case, you can even take care of yourself. Basically, I'm just gonna
if
you feel comfortable enough doing it. Except trying to get them apart is a hard thing to do. But basically, why don't you find a local guy that does computer stuff and ask him to look at it. Even an amateur radio operator might be able to crack it open for you and find out what's going on, where the ham operator could say, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can just get a new one. It's no biggie.
Or just get a new one, yeah. If it's a flat screen, it's probably not going to be a big deal. I just
wanted to make sure it was safe to use, Michelle. I mean, like, again, it still works and looks fine. It just lets off a little bit of a smell. So, I mean...
There's probably overheating some parts inside that eventually, like resistors and stuff. And
my other friend said the same thing. It would just probably shut down opposed to like catching.
Probably will shut down and probably never be able to start it up again.
Yeah, it's fine. It's an old monitor. It's years.
But we found out that the old monitor with the CCFLs, there's nothing wrong with the bulbs. It turns out that there was another guy that was having a similar problem using a VGA to display port adapter. It turns out...
I don't want to get off into an electronics tangent. Let's get back to the sugar, Michelle. What's your favorite form of sugar? Do you like grain sugar, conventional sugar, booger sugar? What is your favorite sugar, Michelle?
Any kind of sugar, sweets.
Any
Let me
kind
fix
of
this poll
sugar,
here.
baby. Give
I
it to
think
me.
Her
Yeah.
favourite chocolate bar is nut raisin.
I'm not really picky about sugar. I tend to. I don't eat as much as you might think now. I tend to drink use things a lot of saccharin in my coffee, but
Yeah, me too, Michelle.
which is a lot better than
Do you
NutraSweet
like
apparently.
those peeps, Michelle? Those marshmallow peeps, just with the sugar coated on them. Do you like those?
I like marshmallows. I don't really like the peeps though.
Oh yeah, me neither. I used to put them in the microwave when I was a kid and watch them get really big. That's the only. I don't like to eat them though. That's the only fun.
What's your favorite kind of sugar
Yeah.
cereal in the morning when you were a kid? Did you eat a lot of sugar cereal? Because I did eat some, but
Some, yeah, like it was kind of a 50-50 thing. Like sometimes we would get like the fancy cereals, and then sometimes we'd have like like Raisin Bran or cornflakes or something. Something you'd put maybe a little sugar in, like cornflakes or Rice Krispies.
I like chocolate. I used to like chocolate pebbles. I still do actually as an adult. I'll buy them sometimes. Just buy the chocolate
Yeah,
pebbles.
like the Cocoa Pebbles, Michelle. You can drink the milk afterward as well. It's really good.
Yeah.
They used to have this one. They would make the
Cocoa
cereal
Puffs.
really good.
Some people like Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs to me were kind of hard to chew. I really didn't like Cocoa Puffs. I like the taste of Captain Crunch. I think was Captain Crunch again was hard to chew, and those little pieces of Captain Crunch really had left a really weird texture in my mouth. I was like, ugh. But I liked the flavor. I just didn't like the way that the things felt in my mouth as I was trying to chew them.
I've never had Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. You never had Captain Crunch?
It's not an English one. It's an American.
I don't know what there would be in the UK version, but I'm sure there must be something.
Have it.
You guys definitely have like a Frosted Flakes over there. I do know this. I don't know what it's called. Frosties, maybe.
I'm googling your Captain Crunches to see. No, I don't know what that is. We don't have that.
Well, why don't you go pick up a box? It's the same as we had it back in the 80s. You can try it out. See what you think. If try Cocoa Puffs too. Some kids, some people like to give the kids Kix, Kix. It's kind of like Captain Crunch without the chocolate.
It's full of sodium.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
These cereals are not very good at all, are they?
Well, no kids cereals were really good for you. I don't think any. It's sad, but it's true. What George Burns' God said, when he's in the grocery store, they're turning your kids into garbage cans.
Do you remember though when you?
I absolutely bust out laughing when I heard that line first time back in the 80s when I first saw the movie. I still think it's kind of funny to this day. You're turning kids into garbage cans.
Wow. Do you remember when you used to get like a treat inside the cereal box?
Oh yeah, the prize.
Oh yeah, we used to get those.
They don't do that anymore. I don't think they're allowed to do that anymore. But it used to be fantastic, like in the box to see what you got.
Right. Exactly. The toy would usually be buried in the box. The whole idea originally was that the kid would basically eat the cereal and then get the toy. And then what happens is the kid wants the toy and then they reach it, it's up out of the box, sticking it up, and all the cereal's falling out of the box.
Yeah, that's absolutely what I used to do.
Yeah,
Some kids get smart. Some kids got smart. They decide to open the box upside down so they can get to the toy first.
I actually got a Ninja Turtle bowl. I was like on the back of the box. It was attached to it from like when I was a kid on the Cookie Crisp, and I think I actually still have the Ninja Turtle bowl floating around somewhere. Like,
so you must have saved up for that.
That's probably worth some money now.
With the box. like it came with the box of cereal. Like we bought it in the store.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how good it was, right?
Or
That's how
sometimes
good
it would require you like to send in so many box tops.
Well, yeah, you
and
could send in box tops for like the real good shit, like they couldn't fit in the box. But yeah, if you like send in like 2 proofs of purchase, yeah, they would give you some really cool prizes you could send away.
If you still got it, I bet today some collector would buy it from you for a pretty good price if it's in good shape. You'd be surprised. A lot of those stuff from those cereal boxes,
out there,
they sell for a lot on eBay. I've seen them, and they're like, and I like the little tiny putt boats they used to make. Oh, those little cute toys. I used to like the little glow in the dark toys they used to have in the cereal. Things like that was kind of fun. The stupid little cars.
The best sugar cereal by far has got to be Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I never had that.
Oh, you're missing.
No, I don't think we had that in England either.
Oh, get some. Well, you're an American
I
now.
see Golden Grams though. That was pretty good.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Well, Tiger, I don't know if you're on a special diet.
One cereal that I grew to love, and unfortunately I can't see it anymore. I can't find it anywhere. Is something called buckwheat. Buckwheats. That stuff was honey coated.
Yeah, that was the African American gentleman on the Little Rascals, Michelle, with the afro. Buckwheat. I remember him.
Yeah.
He'd say, "Oh, Tay." Yeah, is that what you're talking about? Buckwheat.
Yeah, and now they have.
Yeah, Little Rascals.
Now they have something called like
and the gal. Yeah, Lola, I think her name was. Yeah, it was a good show. It was a little racist, but it was a good show.
No, I just, it's funny because I discovered it quite by accident, and I tried it out, and then I liked it, and we had it for breakfast like for several years, and then they stopped making it, and then
what's it taste like?
It's good. It's got a lot of honey on it. It's wheat flakes with honey coating on them. It's really delicious. I miss it a lot.
What are we putting honey on? I'm sorry.
Buckwheat.
Buckwheat. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Is that like shredded wheat?
No, it's like wheat flakes, but there's coated with honey type
it's like a
topping. We try to mix of honey and sugar, but no, it's good. Very caloric.
Okay, I have to try. I've never tried it. Try some buckwheat.
Shredded wheat, frosted wheat. I like frosty mini wheats. Oh, I still eat those once in a while. We had 2 groups of mice that gave. One group ate Cheerios, the other ate in the box. In the end of it, 1 month, the group that ate the box was healthier. I've heard something like that. Mythbusters tried to prove that. It was confirmed.
I've never met a Cheerio.
Laboratory testing is the box was not necessarily healthier because it didn't have the nutrients and the vitamins. And clearly cellulose isn't something that you could live on. But
you should try frosted Cheerios. Are really good.
I love getting to older siblings are so jealous. Okay.
Cinnamon, chocolate.
Gemini 10 says, could you do a challenge for us to see how many marshmallows you can stuff in your mouth as possible? No, thank you.
Yeah, it's called funny. It's Fuzzy Bunny or something.
You don't want me to choke. You don't want me.
I'll send you the.
You don't want me to choke, do you? Anyway, the thing is, I also was going through the pantry and I found I had like 2 boxes of maple brown sugar oatmeal. Like one of them was a big box, like a huge family size jumbo box, which I was saying, oh, good, I can have breakfast one day. Yeah, because like the stuff was so good. I would like, I don't know why. At least some reason for me, I'm not having to make 4 packets of stuff. Like, I used to, when I was a kid, I used to eat 2, and then I started going for adult. I go for 4. That was like, of course, in a way, I'm feeding for 2, and that's just see. It's like I don't know.
Michelle, maybe you need to kick Lumi out so you can lose a little weight, so you don't have to eat for 2 anymore. Just kick Lumi out for a while, Michelle. Tell her, take a hike take a vacation, and it'll help with your weight loss.
See Krista's game. Krista said send them. She'll see how many she can get and stuff in her face.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Michelle, would you do it with Krista?
They would do what with Krista?
You got to see how many marshmallows you can fit in your mouth.
No.
Well, you have to say Fuzzy Bunny as well. There's a game you play. It's called Fuzzy Bunny, and everyone puts a marshmallow in, and then you say Fuzzy Bunny, and then until you get to the point where you can't say it anymore, that the person who can say it last wins. So,
Oh, that would be such a giggle, Michelle. You should, and then you would even find it funny trying not to laugh.
I've heard.
Well, I'll send him, and Krista can do it then.
I mean, in one sense, the food challenges. I mean, everybody keeps telling me, watch what you eat, watch what you eat, watch what you eat. It's like, okay, then my nose is in the way. I can't see how I'm chewing food.
You're not eating them. You're
just
putting them in your mouth.
Every time I see Michelle eat, visualizing Michelle eat, I imagine a big fireman constantly pouring coal into a big giant furnace on the steam locomotive. When he opens the door, shoves in the coal, clang, closes the door, opens the door with his foot pedal, shoves in another bucket of coal, clang. She eats a lot. I try not to eat as much. But I used to, as a kid, I would eat huge. I remember one time, my dad was like, he said, "You like these brand checks?" Yeah. He takes his big bowl that he used for, like, fruits, right? Pours the whole box in the bowl, puts it laughing, gallon mouth. Here's a breakfast. Ah!
So you inherited your father's terrible eating. This is where this is coming from, Michelle. Instead of eating like a bowl of cereal,
I guess we didn't have any clean dishes at the time. That's what you could find in the kitchen. So that's kind of. That was a little bit much. No, I didn't finish the whole box of ranch.
This is where it comes from, Tiger Kitty. This is why
I sure about died trying.
This was what was bestowed upon her as a child to eat mixing bowls of cereal.
That, I guess, would be like almost like a version of Nathan's hot dog challenge. Your mission, which you will not choose to accept because I'm giving it to you. You will eat this whole box of and check cereal in one sitting.
Michelle, you could do a box of cereal. That wouldn't be too bad.
I probably could do it now, but as a 10-year-old.
Yeah, you could probably do it.
Oh, look at them dogs. Oh, that is so cute. Look at that new puppy. He's so cute.
Yeah, he's got his new dog there.
It's very well behaved for a puppy.
Yeah, he is. He's got a lot of dogs there.
It's not, running around.
I'm sure he has a way of actually making sure his dogs get the new dog online. They probably told him all the house rules.
Yeah, but, puppies are quite little buggers, aren't they?
Yeah, energetic, yeah.
Yeah, I get excited quick. Not this one. This one's stoned. It's just lying on the floor.
It's chilling, yeah.
I still wonder what Frank's LDL is on his cholesterol. It's probably pretty high up there. What about his HDL?
No way he's eating 6-7 eggs.
Jeez.
If he's just frying them, maybe he's cooking them for the dogs.
Yeah, they're good for their.
Maybe he's cooking them for both him and the dogs. Maybe he cooks half of it for himself, and then he gives the rest to the dogs. Who knows?
Yeah, they're nice looking puppies.
Well, my bad cholesterol is actually very low. My good cholesterol, unfortunately, is dangerously low. So we can't really figure out how to get the good cholesterol up. And right now, at least the bad cholesterol is low. It's like in the 80s, but the good cholesterol is like 35. My doctor said it's supposed to be 100. He said, but for some reason with you, we can't get your good cholesterol up. We can't get your bad cholesterol up either, because your bad cholesterol doesn't go up either.
So you've got you don't have a cholesterol problem.
I do not have a cholesterol problem, except the good cholesterol, which is supposed to be 100, is only like $35. So,
Oh my God, Frank's using tweezers to take out the little membrane from the eggs.
really,
Yeah, I eat that.
a little picky, aren't we?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Buggered if I'm going to stand there with tweezers picking out a fucking membrane, whatever it is.
Yeah. Hi, Molasses. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while.
Hi, Molasses. Good morning, or it can't be afternoon for you, can it?
So right now we got some new people coming in.
Hello, doggy, woggy, woggy, woggy.
Lally, do you feel like putting out a new gifting membership raffle? You want to put out another like 5 memberships and see who picks up? Because I'm curious. Let's put another raffle up. Let's see if we can get more people up here. I'm gonna love to see that. I can't do it. If I could, I would go ahead. I probably would have put out like 20 memberships and say, probably like $58, but 20 memberships, that'd be kind of funny, right? And see how many people pick them up. And these downloaders, I only have PayPal. Yeah, PayPal works. She has both. She has a PayPal Me account like I do. So you can donate to PayPal Me also for Krista. So let's see. It's really not that big of a deal to get Gemini Gen. CashApp is actually pretty simple. You can kind of use it on your computer too. I say kind of because I can log in with CashApp on my computer, but by design, it's designed to work with your phone, but you can kind of monitor it on your computer. Yes, she has PayPal Me. So that'd be the www.paypal.me account, Krista. Just give out that one.
So what are you doing tonight, this evening, Michelle?
Probably some more gaming, probably.
Live gaming?
I don't know. Maybe it could, but
I much prefer the live gaming. I feel like I can watch the other gaming anytime, so I don't rush to watch it.
Right.
That makes sense.
Well, that's one reason I usually upload the gaming as videos, because that way people can watch it when they're more convenient for them. Because remember, I get monetized right away when you upload the videos.
Well,
so
I know that, but
immediately when people watch the videos, I get monetized for green dollars right out the door. No problem.
It's
which gives me instant revenue, but
I get it. But personally, I prefer to watch you live. That's just a personal thing.
Yeah, I know that.
I guess.
You know what I could also do is do a premiere, which is kind of a hybrid, which is I've already focused on the game, got it in the can, then I just want to put it up as a premiere. And then after the premiere, all the monetization comes on, and then you can, like everybody that watches the replay, see the advertising. It's kind of a compromise. It's better setup, I think. But yeah, I think that doing the videos are doing better for me, for gaming especially.
Yeah, Red wants to watch it live as well, you see. I'm not alone here in my thinking. Because the people that can't watch it live can always watch it after anyway, Michelle. You're pleasing everybody if you do it live.
That's true.
Or you could kind of, if you want to please everybody, just put it out as a premiere, and then you guys can always talk post-game as you're watching the replays together and say, well, you know, I think I screwed up with this character, or should have did this differently, blah, 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 blah. It's just that for some games, particularly like the truck game, American Truck Simulator or even Euro Truck Simulator, which one day I'll try, it's the same deal, right? You're focusing on the road to go back and try to reach out while you're driving at 40, 50 miles an hour on the highway, and all of a sudden you start T-boning cars all over the place. This isn't exactly what I call very road smart, As one game player found out the hard way, she turned to look at the side chat and she wasn't looking at the road, and she started T-boning cars.
So what you're saying is you can't game and read side chat at the same time?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Because it takes, for some reason, it takes a little bit of time for me to process all the side chat in my head. And by that time, my brain is focusing on loses track on driving the steering, and then all of a sudden, we start getting into accidents and everything. I mean, with the World of Warcraft, that's normally not an issue because, I can temporarily just stop, flip over to the side, look at the side chat, then get back and start going on where I was walking to. But with the truck, it just doesn't exist as an option,
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I understand.
Same thing with City Skylines. It's the same deal because that's not like where I have to worry about killing virtual drivers and on the virtual cars. Yes, I can play Wild Reach Chat. I've done that many times. And by the way, I'm also looking to get a couple more people to join me in the games. Kind of like me and Paul and Skynet used to do. That I know that the Human Body's husband is going into gaming right now. He was going to join me, but then for a while, they took out the auto follow option, so I couldn't follow anybody. So I was like so frustrated. Even though he was in my group, I couldn't follow him, and I was like, I just ended up telling him nice in the video. I said, I can't even keep up with you. Did
they give it back? Have they put the auto?
I think they did. I think they finally did. I think enough of the blind. I think enough of the blind players got very upset with them, and said, "You know what? We need that feature. It's not an option." So what if somebody has 5 or 6 accounts that they're paying for following them and trying to use autofollow to make them as a group? If that's what it takes, that's what it takes.
Well, Michelle, now it's back again. You can go and play again, can't you?
Right. And now there's a new feature available for my mage, which I just found out about in my talent bar, where I can have 3 virtual Michelles as decoys. Me and 2 other decoys that can now go and do raids and stuff. So now, the idea is that way the enemy is hitting the wrong. They're going for the decoy while the real you is doing what you got to do. That's a feature I never thought about. I saw it in my talent bar, talent screen. I said, "Oh, that's an interesting idea. I can see where that could be useful as a diversion."
What happened to that really nice guy that used to play with you, Michelle? Had a really soft voice.
You talking about Reckington?
No, began with a V, I think.
Vafer.
That's it. Yeah.
I don't know. He's still on there. I see him on the game.
He's nice.
He's still on my friends list on the game. He hasn't been over here on the show in a long time now.
No, I mean a long, long time. Maybe a year.
Yeah. Yeah, he was here a year ago, yeah. Maybe now that it's getting colder, maybe more people might come back over on the show. So Human Body's husband, as I said, tried to play, and I don't know if we're going to get together again. I'm going to try to. He doesn't play on the European server, so he's on the American one. He's on the same server I am on in America, so just get up there on Thunderlord and try to get back together. I've been playing a lot of the classic game. I've been playing World of Warcraft Classic, Wrath of the Lich King Classic. I think it was in Wrath of the Lich King Classic, wasn't it? I don't know. I got 3 different World of Warcraft variations I'm playing. I have to tell you, the hardest game, there's actually 4 now. There's also hardcore, which is just like life. You die once, that's it. You're dead, okay? So, in that case, World of Warcraft hardcore is, once you die, you can't be resurrected from the dead, and all of a sudden, that means you lose everything just like real life, That's very popular right now. In fact, regular classic WoW is even more popular than even Wrath of the Lich King, which now we're going to be going into Cataclysm now. Cataclysm Classic. Which I'll give it a try, because I'm already kind of invested into the current paradigm of the classic games. They have hardcore Warcraft. They have hardcore retail World of Warcraft as well. You can play both. So, yes, World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore is now out.
Red said he might want to play again.
What's that?
Red might play with you.
Well, that'd be cool. Definitely try out the hardcore. I haven't tried hardcore yet, but right now I'm trying to decide which spec I'm gonna run that role as. I've played Mage, I've played Priest, I've played Warrior, which is the hardest to do is Warrior. I will not do Warlock, and I will not do Rogue. I tried Paladin. That's kind of okay. That's like a priest with armor. It's kind of like a cross between a priest and a warrior. It's a paladin. And I'm playing Druid. Lately, I've been playing Druid a lot. And so, I'm really excited that they're going to now come out with World of Warcraft. Retail is now finally giving us the option of a Druid for all the races in the game. Which is taking longer to set everything up for that. Because now, finally, I can play a Blood Elf Druid. Which is kind of fun. Yeah, Rogue can be fun. I've heard some people like Rogue. I've heard some people like Warlock too. I never got into Rogue's idea of dealing with poisons and all that. Just doesn't really get to my attention. I do like the idea of being sneaky, sneaking around, being like a spy, like the real version of 007, in the World of Warcraft kind of thing. Definitely, you can play Red. It's so easy. All you have to do is when you download on Blizzard, download the World of Warcraft, the classic one, and then once you install that, you can go into the hardcore rooms. It's a whole separate set of rooms for hardcore. It's really cool that they have managed to add hardcore to classic, and I did hear that they did add hardcore to retail, but I don't know anything about hardcore on retail. But right now, as I said, I've been playing Druid. I like Druid. It seems like everything I do has involved spirituality in some way. Discipline Priest. I love Discipline Priest. I love Mage, but because Mage, I play a Frost Mage. I tried Fire Mage. I'm sorry, but Fire and I are not exactly the best of friends. After all, I'm the North American Snow Queen. I'm not the North American Fire Queen. Yeah, you're not the North American Fire Queen. No, I'm not. Definitely not. So why don't you download the classic World of Warcraft, and then you can go into hardcore realms. And if you want to try it, it's hard because you only get one chance. That's it. Once you die, you're dead. That's
Well,
it.
listen, Michelle, I'm going to need to take off. I thank you for having me up today. I really had a good time. Thank you so much. Thank you, Frank. Good to see
You're
you.
welcome.
Good to see you, Tiger Kitty.
Bye. Have a
I'll
good
see,
Bye.
so I'll see you soon, Lolly. And
Okay.
if you ever feel like giving us some memberships, I'd love to see who gets them.
Yeah, I probably will. I've got him on my thing, my giving donation thing for October. I've got a plan for that.
Right. Well, thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate your help.
See ya.
So far, you've been very helpful to us.
Well,
in
I
many
plan
ways.
to continue. No
Yeah.
problem. Have a good afternoon.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
All right. Have a good afternoon. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Yeah, Gemini, that was very kind of you, by the way, and very kind of Lolly to help Krista out.
Yeah.
Woohoo, Krista! For your train time.
Yeah. So anyway, we had another good show today. Another nice day. Quiet show. And by the way, the weather, as I said, next week is not going to be as warm as prophesized last week.
Today's show was wonderful. We discussed sugar. We discussed tea.
Right.
We discussed an array of.
We discussed World of Warcraft. We've discussed, the number of views the channel gets. We talked about,
Noodles posted his analytics, and I think it's every time he goes out with you, his ratings go up.
Well, let me ask you one more topic, and then we'll get ready to wrap it up. What do you think about those new animatronic pets that are available now for like they have animatronic robot cats and dogs now?
Right. I think it's a good idea if you can't have pets to give to kids.
Right. But I think the thing is, depending on the mechanism inside, some of them unfortunately have very, very loud motors in there, and some of them don't have too bad. Like the fur real friends pets are being used for pet therapy for people that can't have real cats or dogs.
Right, but I'd say get a real one if you can, because you can't beat a real one.
Yeah.
And get a get one.
I know for seniors some of these pets can be very, good because, like I said, they don't have to worry about feeding them and cleaning the cat box or taking them out the dog for walks. But
I'm going to pick up another cat when I move, but it's going to be like an outsidey cat.
Right.
I don't want any more insidey cats.
Well, that's why Ricky's kind of a convenience. He's an indoor-outdoor cat. He gets the best of both worlds. He goes out, he comes in, he stays in when it's cold, he comes in, Right.
Well, these two cats I've got, they don't go out at all. So they have to have a litter box. And I hate it.
Yeah. But after a while, Rusty, as he got older, he was more likely, he was staying in the house more than going out. Same with Fame. They didn't go out much. They could go out if they wanted to, but most of the time, once you get older, especially after they're fixed, they don't really, go out much. Except, Russ still go out, check his turf, because he's still, he was an old tomcat. So he check it, see what's going on. People know him in the neighborhood. Most people like Rusty. And he likes to sit out in the sun when it's warm. But now it's getting colder, and he's older, so he's like, I don't really want to sit outside as much.
Run over.
Yeah, that's another thing, too. Unfortunately, sometimes the animals, get in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they get hurt. That's a reality.
I know. I had a cat once that got run over.
Yeah, lost a few cats that way.
Yeah, so I didn't even want these cats. These were stray. Like I found them in.
Well, you know what's scary though about outdoor cats is the fact is that actually they have multiple homes. They tend to have multiple homes that they go to. Like people take a liking to the kitty and they're like, "Oh, mommy, I want to take care of this kitty," and all of a sudden your cat's got like 2 homes and he's eating like twice as much, and you don't know the other people, and all of a sudden you see your cat's just getting big as a house, and you're like. He's getting his second meal somewhere,
See, Reg, 3 cats got run over. You'd have to keep your cat inside if you lived where he lived.
Well, where Rusty is now, given what's been going on in the past with Kyle the Bleach Brat, I didn't really dare leave him out there in the daytime because I'm always afraid that somebody would try to take revenge on Rusty. No. I think that's a reasonable fear because some people are just terrible. Just leave it at that. Somebody said that.
I know. I would hope not, Michelle. I would hope not.
I would hope not. But somebody said that Fame was actually catnapped. Well, maybe that's true. He was. I don't know if that's true or not. Fame's health is really declining. I don't know.
How old was Fame?
Yeah.
How old was Fame?
Yeah, it is sad to see pets get hurt. I really do I understand that, depending on the area. But don't forget, if you have an indoor outdoor cat, one thing you're gonna deal with is fleas. And ticks. Yeah.
See, I don't get fleas. I don't have to worry about them getting run over.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't have to worry about them getting worms or anything else that's outside.
Some people in some communities it's totally okay to poison cats. I don't know why that is, but some people don't see the cats the same way they see a dog. But the cat is a very valuable for keeping the rodent population under control. That's why farms have barn cats. They have cats that help to keep the mice out of the grain of the feed, and that's what they do. That's why farmers originally took in cats, because cats help to keep the mice out of the food.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Michelle. You see, because if I'm gonna need a cat outside.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna have goats. So
just make sure if you do have an indoor outdoor cat, the least that he's fixed, unless you want to have kittens.
Oh yeah, no, I'll get it from the shelter. It'll be fixed, like a middle-aged one that no one wants, and then it'll have a home, like a little cat house.
Yeah. Well, maybe not necessarily a middle-aged one. I mean, because maybe a younger cat, maybe like 2 years, a year old. That cat would already be pretty much still young and active. Once you get to be like Rusty's age, 11, 12, he's not going to go out there as often as catching mice. Rusty's turning into a giant Garfield. The only thing he doesn't do is he doesn't eat lasagna. That's the only thing he don't do. But when he's young, he was more active. But now he's just like me. Just likes to lay around and sleep most of the day.
Oh, good point, Michelle. I suppose I need a good mouser, don't I?
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to be playing some more World of Warcraft in the video today. I think the videos do better because, like I said, they're long enough that they can launch them in segments. That's why I still do think the videos for the games do work out better. And then they earn revenue right away, too. So that's why you do that.
All right, everyone have a great afternoon, great evening.
All right, so everybody, I'll see you all on the panel. I'll see all the panel later on tomorrow morning show. See you later, Frank. Yeah. So Frank was there, but he didn't talk much. It's okay. We had a cat called Mo that was catapulted by gypsies. I don't know what that means. Even though I'm in the city, pets are the most danger than ever before. Yeah, from birds of prey. Yeah, falcons, hawks, eagle, fox, flying, and of course, crazy drivers. Let's not forget those guys. City, urban environments, cats are always at the mercy of other cats too. People don't really think about that. When cats get into fights, the damage that they can do to each other is crazy. I have personal experience having to deal with injuries in cats because of cat fights. It's not nice. It's sad. It's crazy. But you know what, everybody? Let me just say this right now. I really thank everybody for being on the morning show today. I'm sorry I didn't read all your side check questions, but we had a great show. And that's the thing I want to thank you for. And so give yourself on the pat on the back, guys, because we had another great show, and I want to thank you for that. Yeah, and let's not forget, too, I want you to have a nice day. And I hope you all will be here tomorrow morning, normal time. And have a nice day, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.